Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm going to show you guys how I'm starting to study for finals and just the craziness of college finals in general. It is my third time taking finals in college. I am a sophomore at Texas Christian University, and finals are definitely a very stressful time, but I want to show you guys kind of how I make sure that I get everything done on top of finals, because this year's a little bit different for me. I usually have like dead days before finals where you really get to study and prepare, where this year we still have classes until tomorrow, and then I have finals starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then 2 next week. So it's definitely a very busy week for me, especially because I'm starting my Lululemon training, which I'm super excited about, and I cannot wait to work for Lululemon. So I'm very excited about that. But I just want to show you guys how I study, what I do, what my tips and tricks are to make sure that you have the motivation to study, because I know sometimes it is very hard, especially during finals, to want to really just sit down and get the work done. I am currently working on a project right now that is a part of one of my final grades, but I also still have a final test in that class as well. And then I have a couple other final things that I've been working on. I've also been studying throughout this past weekend, making study guides on Quizlet, which I find is super helpful because Quizlet is just easy to print out and study off of. Actually, my first step before studying for any class is looking to see if my professor uploaded a study guide for the exam. Now, if they did, I will get all the information for the questions that they're going to ask and put it into a Quizlet, and then I will study that Quizlet and then also print it out, because I like looking at things on paper as well as looking at them on my computer. It's just two different ways for me to study and just remember the information. And then I will go over and read the chapters of the different books that they have for that class, if there is any type of material in a book. And then for the classes that don't give me study guides, they will just give us kind of like what we should look into to study. So I will go throughout the book, highlight key ideas and themes that we've talked about throughout the year. Also look at my class notes as well, because that's super helpful for me to kind of get a good grasp on what I should study. And then I plan out my days for studying. So today is Monday, and I don't have Lululemon training today, but I do have it tomorrow. So I woke up, I had a couple classes, I had to go run an errand, and I have been studying ever since. And then I also had a meeting with one of my teachers for one of my final exams. That is a huge tip that I have, especially in college or even in high school, is that if you're struggling in a class or you're confused about different topics, go over them, and if you're still confused, then email your teacher. I had a couple questions on a PowerPoint that I didn't necessarily understand as well as I know that I could, so I emailed my professor and we had a Zoom meeting and went over the information so I could do the best I possibly could on that specific final. That was for my criminal justice final, which I have on Wednesday, and I'm a little bit nervous for that one just because I need to do really well, but I find criminal justice and everything about the law like super interesting, so I definitely like to learn more about it and just kind of know what I'm supposed to be looking for on a test. I will say that each and every single teacher does final exams differently. Some of my teachers are doing them with lockdown browser and a camera. Some are just doing a lockdown browser. So just kind of knowing what to expect for your finals, I think, is very important. So I'm going to show you guys what I have been working on and how I make sure that I can study well so that I do well on my final exams. Also, something that's really important is if your eyes get tired or you have glasses, make sure that you wear them. So I have blue light glasses, and I also have real glasses as well. I've had these glasses for a very long time. They are Versace glasses, and I like to use them especially during finals because I have glasses since I get really bad migraines for being on a computer for too long. So I make sure that I have these on. So if you are someone like me that gets migraines and needs glasses, I highly recommend wearing that for studying because it helps you study and focus better. A last tip that I think is super helpful that has really helped me through my finals finals the last couple of years is putting my phone away. So right now my phone is on my bed charging. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to pick it up until I get this assignment done with, because I find that when I see a notification, I will usually answer it, and then I will just totally space, go on TikTok for a couple hours and realize, wow, the time has really flown by and I'm not doing as much work as I should be doing. So I'm going to show you guys the project that I'm working on. It's for my Consumers in the Marketplace class, but it's a part of my fashion merchandising major. I will also show you guys the Quizlet that I made for my communications class, because I'm a double major. So I have those two classes that I really want to do well in, and so I'll show you those because I already have them done. Then I also need to write a paper right now. So I'm going to compartmentalize, give myself an hour to do this all so that I can kind of like take a break for 15 minutes and chill. I feel like that's the best thing. Give yourself a break in between yourself studying, because if you don't give yourself a break, you will just end up being more tired. So I like to take 15-minute rest breaks. So I'll work for an hour, take a 15-minute rest break, and then work for another hour, and then I'll go get food, and then I'll take another hour to do more work, because that's just how I mentally can get through my finals without wanting to cry. So let me show you what I have been working on. This is my project that I'm working on right now. It's the different stages of a consumer and how they kind of go through their product journey on wanting to buy a product. So my country is Singapore that I'm working on. I've been doing a project about the Singapore consumer market for the past couple of months, which is super interesting. And then I go through all the different steps and stages of how a consumer will feel about purchasing a luxury item. Right now, I'm going to be starting on my paragraph and set a timer for an hour so that I only have an hour to work on it before I take a 15-minute break. I just finished with my paper, and now I'm going to start studying for my communications final. So I already made my study set for this final, and what I do is I go up to the top and then I hit flashcards, and then I will go through them and learn them, and then I'll also print out. You can choose different ways that you can print out how you want to see your Quizlet, and I'll also look at it that way as well. Since I'm done with my project and my paper, I'm going to head over to the fashion building on campus to go and print it out, because a normal printer can't print out the exact length that the project has to be. So I'm going to go do that right now, because I really don't want to do it at 7 o'clock in the morning before my class. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then come back, finish studying for a little bit, and end this video. Since I am studying right now for my finals, I do need to also wash my clothes before I go home, especially all of my Lululemon stuff, because I'm going to want to wear it, and I don't want to have to worry and stress about it when I'm home. So right now, as I'm studying, I'm also going to do some laundry. I'm going to go through all my laundry, figure out what I want to bring home, what I don't want to bring home, and then go wash it, put a load in while I'm sitting here and studying, because might as well be productive at the same time. I think that that's a great way to be productive and make sure that you get everything done before you leave to go home, whether you are driving or flying or whatever you're doing, however you get back home. I think it's a smart idea. So I'm gonna do that, even though I am exhausted. I feel like my eyes are slowly closing as I talk, but it's fine. It is 10:42 at night, and I am officially done studying for the day. I don't think my brain or eyes could take any more studying, if I'm being 100% honest with you. I also finished my laundry, and I have to put some other laundry away as well, which I'm going to do before I go to bed. But I wanted to end this video off here. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing how I study and the study tips that I have for you guys, because they truly do work for me and have really helped me throughout these last couple of years be able to do finals and do well on them, because your brain just cannot compartmentalize a bunch of information at one time. So definitely taking breaks is really helpful. Of course, eating protein, doing all the good things for your body, and getting sleep most importantly, because not getting sleep is not going to help you remember information. I hope that if you did enjoy today's video, that you would, of course, subscribe, hit the red button down below, become a part of my family. I have a super exciting giveaway coming up soon, so stay tuned for that and stick around, because I'm very excited about it. It's for the Christmas season, so it's going to be awesome. And also, if you liked today's video, don't forget to like this video and let me know that you liked it, because I want to know what kind of content you want to see me do. And I hope that wherever you are, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, that you have had an amazing day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Peace.